Pasensya na everyone. To update, Zaski got the first round, the first game after a really close 2-3. So Zato definitely still has a chance here. It was a really close set between these two players. And Zaski with the early heat engage, going for the mix. A nice interrupt from Zato. FF2, the credit card swipe again. And here we are, breaking the wall, explosions. Great combo, Zato gonna opt for the Oki, and it's gonna be plus frames. Chip damage on the side of Zato. Zaski has a chance to recover, and he tries to go under, but the blast, the anathema blast from Azazel keeps him out, and the patience from Zaski. Baiting out the Rage Art, first round, second game goes to Zaski. Zato fishing with the Electric Wind God Kick. And the back 1+2 connects, it almost was splatted. In a previous update, that would have was splatted for sure, but it's not gonna be this one. Zaski, great launch, great punish, and here we're back to the same wall we started. Gets a tornado, delay, nice, does not drop the combo this time. The lead is in the favor of Zaski now, and Zato is trying to put the pressure onto Zaski, and Zaski's just not having it, trying to go all in to keep Zato from fighting just like that. However, Zato not going to be surviving this. Zaski with the Azazel's Claw goes through the Rage Art, and the 1+2, the bear hug. Zaski, big start. Big momentum for Zaski, and it's gonna be getting the mix. A massive life lead right now for Zaski. Heat activated, stabilize the situation. And the Heat Smash connects, and a perfect 7 golden letters. Zaski up to 2-0 over Zato. This is winner's side, so it is a first to three rule set for this set, and Zato going to the character select. This was a very far cry from what we saw in the first game. Unfortunately, it was not visible to you guys. But trust me, it was super close. And Zaski just had the download, had the data, the research, and the reads to keep Zato in check. And Zato is going to be sticking, he's not sticking to the arena. He's going on the Heihachi. Zaski sides up left in between the DF1-2. The beautiful assassin dancer that is Zafina. Such a privilege to have that kind of movement. And now Zato going in with the offense just like he did with Reina. Keeping Zaski in check, and nice counter hit confirmed. Zato is now going in. No charge up on the DF1-2, and the Heat Smash cashed out. Zaski, big lead. Heat activated for Zato. Gotta make sure you activate those. First round goes to Zaski, but I do want to preface this. Zato did activate Heat so that he can get the Warrior Instinct stacked. That is important for the Heihachi playstyle. Zaski, another Heat engager. The way that Zaski is sidestepping in between these moves is really spelling trouble for Zato. The block on the down back to Zaski on the offense, just showing all the plus frames, and nice interrupt. The F1-2, Zato activates Heat. Gotta make sure you get those, and the FF1+2 to get the plus frames. Nice punish on the back on the DF1. However, Zaski armors through it again. Zaski on set point to send Zato to loser side. And it's just the way that Zaski is moving around Heihachi. You gotta think, was Heihachi the right choice? Was Heihachi really the answer to the situation? And the backdash into the whiff punish. Zaski gets the Heat Dash launch, gets the Heat Dash combo. And this might be looking another 7 golden letters. Unfortunately, the claw is doing damage to Zafina. It's not gonna be 7 golden letters, but it might as well be damn close. 3-0 for Zaski, sending Zato to losers. What a game. These two players, for sure have fought each other countless times. And Zato is still gonna be alive and loser's side, so there's definitely a chance that Zato is gonna find Zaski again, but he's gonna have to find him after an onslaught of potential combatants in our up next set. And that would be DNEVA Yozo versus Emsu. Yozo versus Emsu, or how he's going by in this tournament today, Luca 2K. You know, probably a 2K gamer himself. You know, sometimes you gotta think if he's this good with Tekken, he's definitely this damn good in the other games. So we're gonna be going for the losers side semifinals. This is also going to be a first to three between DNEVA Yozo and Luca 2K. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Yozo is representing DLSU Taft, and Luca is, I believe, Mapua. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. Apologies, everyone. So, again, this is the campus collision over here at Amanoma Esports Cafe. I am your commentator. I forgot to reintroduce myself, you know, because of all the technical difficulties. I am your commentator, Orca NFR Unica UN1QA. That's the name. You might have heard of me. You might have heard of me in the previous Amanoma tournament. So if you guys definitely enjoy the games that we've had in store the past few hours today, be sure to check out Amanoma Esports Cafe in any of their future tournaments, right? I see our players are actually getting ready. I don't know if you see, yeah, you can see it, never mind. But one of the controllers are actually already here. And that would be Luca 2K. Yozo, known for the Clive, also known for the Victor, but primarily known for the Clive, currently known as the best Clive in the country, hands down, undisputed. And Luca 2K, Emsu, the first, the one and only as a Senna specialist. There's just no one else who plays as a Senna just like he does. The way that he can analyze and break down the situations and utilize the perfect moves that Azucena possesses. It's just unrivaled. The way that he has done his studies, the way that his character interacts with the matchups that he is fighting in. It's a level of familiarity and comfortability that's just unmatched. The only other person I can probably think of is the opponent in front of him, Yozo. The lab work he's done with his characters, the setups he's done. So much potential for variation here. Okay, I see our players are coming now. I hope so, at least. Never mind. Luca 2K needs to go to the restroom real quick. So we're just gonna have to wait for a little bit. How is everyone doing? Welcome everyone to the Amanoma Esports Cafe Campus Collision Tournament. This is the top four. The first game that was severely, or unfortunately rather, um, separated and cut was Zato versus Zaski. Zaski taking it up on top, 3-0, but make no mistake, the 3-0 was definitely pretty close, pretty damn close. Especially in the first game that we couldn't see, there was definitely a chance for Zato to equalize. But the movement, especially from Zaski, it's just not to be trifled with, especially with a character like Reina or Hihachi, the character that Zato swapped to. It's just a relatively hard counter to his character. The linearity of those two characters is so much more exemplified when it comes to the movement capabilities of Zaski Zafina. Zato now being sent to losers. His next opponent is whoever wins this Yozo versus Luca 2K. One is going home, one is moving on. This is gonna be battle for third and fourth place. So there's gonna be some cash prize at stake here. Loser side. Nasa restroom si Elsu eh. I'm giving it my all. I'm giving it my all. What? I don't know, but I feel that I don't deserve the paycheck.
Yeah, you're doing fine. All the times, like, what can we do?
Yeah.
And the caster gave me coach. What's taking a while though?
He's in the restroom.
That's for CR. That's for the girls.
Yeah, you can ask for that. Wala si Enzu.
Saan siya?
Best bata.
Ha?
Best bata.
Bago nag-stream match ulit.
Oh, hindi nag-aaya. Bahala kayo dyan, tanga na. Fuck you.
Oh my goodness! Ba't ka nag-double?
Tanga na, nalaglag eh.
Tangin na lang. Grabe. Gumanon ganun din. Hindi, nagdabog si Joker. Galit na galit si Joker. Walang pala ka. Gago ka. Walang pala ka. Kanino yan?
Balik na tayo, Sling. Papalta ko yan.
Kami na kasi neto eh. Wala na ako. Obligating eh. Layo-layo pa sa'yo. Ayaw may ka. Asan na siya? Mga nasa labas. Finals ka na ba? Ano nangyayari?
Mga ganito. Kasi ilalim mo ka.
May kulang?
Oo, panoorin.
Sino na seryoso ka lang?
Thank you.
Ay, shit! My phone! Nakalimutan ko na ng
Ano side mo? Ayun, welcome back everyone. We are finally back on stream, and as you can see, the players are finally here. Luka 2K gonna be going on player one side, as you can see on the screen in front of you all, and Yozo on the right side. It's funny to see if you look at the camera. I mentioned the camera, but both of these players are just a slight bit off center. So you can only really see half of the faces from both of these players. And we're going. Who's this? Who's this? And now we are here, Yakushima, Luka 2K on the Azucena, and Yozo on the Clive. Do you expect anything less from these two players? And we're now starting pretty strong. Some solid mids. Luka 2K goes for the running 3-2, and Yozo tries to go for the orbital, but Luka was ready for it, goes for the perfect punish, and the prominence finds its mark. Hell sweep is blocked, but not gonna be a big enough punish for Luka 2K. Definitely not liking that one. But the offense is on the favor of Luka. Heat smash activates. Big life lead right now. And Yozo, you saw that green axe. Yozo attempted the orbital again. The axe overhead to go over Luka's pressure, but Luka was ready for it just again and again and again. Yozo trying to find his opening, but Luka is not budging until the while standing one connects. He's locking him down. This is the momentum he wants. And just checks between these two players. The range is in the advantage of Yozo, and the 1+2. The heavenly shoulder. Yozo gets to get over here and ties it up in rounds, 1-1. The forward 3, Yozo, third time's a charm, he believes. These two players have met in brackets before, especially in the top 8 scenarios. Perfect DF2-1 punish on the side of Yozo. Pops heat, gonna be a lot of damage, 64, and we just got the tornado. And look at that, he chooses the ender, gets the Zentoot skin growing. That meter you see in the bottom of Yozo's HP, that is a cash out for big potential damage. Luka with the defense, just a tiny bit more. If he can activate his heat, yes he does. If he can activate his heat, he can recover so much more HP. As he's swinging, he's slowly recovering HP, equalizing the HP, and gets the counter hit. Yozo looking in trouble, gets a strong aerial tailspin. 4 seconds left on the clock. Yozo trying to scramble, trying to get the damage in, but it's not enough. The counter hit. Luka was looking for that, and it paid off. Yozo started off with a heavenly shoulder again, and Luka just going under the pressure of Yozo. And now, just more neutral. Even though both of these players have their heat activated, they're going for neutral until we fight the scramble. Yozo gets the counter hit 2-2, and now another big potential damage opportunity here. Gets the Zentoot skin ender. Luka 2K can potentially end this game here, denying Yozo any chance of building the stacks, and Luka 2K with the forward 3+4, just allowing him to go in to the space of Yozo, despite Yozo's Clive dominating that neutral presence, especially with that range. Luka 2K is somehow so comfortable with this matchup, and Luka 2K is now up by 1. Yozo gets the early heat engage, and now we're pushing him to the wall. We're over here in the Pac-Man stage. No break on the grab, but nice parry from Yozo, fighting his way out, and the heat smash beats the armor. However, heat has activated for Luka 2K, so there's still a chance. 1-2 perfect punish, and Yozo risking it all with the fully crouched low, and gets the first round. Ooh, orbital heal. You know, unlike Clive, Azucena's is safer. just as damaging. Counter hit, finds its mark, and gets the guaranteed damage. We're heat activated, folks. Heavenly Shoulder, threatening the Hell Sweep, and Luka 2K just not giving a care in the world. The armor is beautifully calculated, tying it up in rounds 1-1 in this game 2. Orbital again, he attempts it again, but the trade makes it so no one wins out on top. And the duck and the backswing blow, Luka 2K does not want Yozo to play, and Yozo is now throwing out all the hitboxes. You better stay there in the corner. You better take this mix-up. And he does take the mix-up. He gets the wall splat. He gets the punish. And now look at the conversion that Luka 2K is employing here. He gets the heat activated, and the heat is now equalized. Actually, it's in the favor of Luka 2K. And the bait on the parry goes forward, the mix-up with the mid. And that was just poking Luka 2K. Great defense with the low parry. And he gets this round despite the pressure sequence that Yozo was giving. Luka 2K was just ready and gets the punish, and he's getting the punishes again. Yozo just trying to force the risks, and the risk pays off. We're going downstairs. Pac-Man stage. So many ghosts in the background trying to make sure that Luka is a ghost himself. Here we are, 50-50 time. We're going away from the corner, prominence. Going through, a nice down jump. Luka 2K does not carry, and the conversion for Luka. He's going to the wall, and we're back to the corner we just left. Mix-up central right now for Luka. He tries to go for the orbital, but Luka 2K is just checking him in. 1-2, Luka 2K.
Is it first to two?
Luka 2K gets the second game, 2-0. And we are going to Fallen Destiny. Yozo checking his notes, possibly changing his song. Who knows what's going in that man's mind. Whatever it may be, it better get him the win. Nice parry from Luka 2K, blocks the hatchet, and he's gonna go back turn for the parry. And he finishes the string. Luka 2K starting off strong in this game 3. A bit of an awkward situation in the corner, but the wall splat is great. Guaranteed spike, one last hit, and the tiniest hit. Luka 2K is on a roll right now, preventing Yozo from just doing any of his setups, any of his neutral skips, and the Heavenly Shoulder again. Just as I say that, another neutral skip. We're bringing him to the corner, but we saw this situation last time. Luka 2K was so ready to stay in the storm, survive the storm that is Yozo's in heat. Clive in heat. Heat smash connects. Nice block, guessing correctly again. Luka 2K heat activated, has rage available, and the grab to go through the parry. He's so ready. Pancake flip and more mix-ups. Luka 2K just ready for the situation, and Luka 2K is on set point to send Yozo out of the tournament. Yozo just being the fiery storm that he is. Luka 2K is just surviving every instance, and the comeback potential is real. Now Yozo, he is activated. The firestorm, the wings of a fallen angel. Yozo in the lead right now. Is this gonna be enough? And Sylvan golden letters, signs of life for Yozo. Starting off the pressure, getting the plus frames in. And Luka 2K was ready for that charge mid. We saw earlier in the tournament that Yozo was so ready for the charge setups, and Luka was more ready for it. And look at that combo, Luka 2K taking a page from Watanabe, a pro Azucena. And here, life is equalized. DF2 won the patience. Luka 2K gets the punish in, and the lockdown is great for Luka right now. Look at the wall positioning. Okay, as I say that, Yozo gets the grab and he side switches, but the damage is dealt. 22 seconds left on the clock. Look at the life, and Yozo has to do something. Finishes the string, and the low parry, that's beautiful. 16 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna get a lot of momentum from this, and he's gonna go for the rage art. Pause the timer, cashing out the damage. Giving Yozo some time to think. You can see it in his face. His half face there in the camera. Just thinking about it. Alright, the damage has been dealt. No more rage available for Yozo, but look at the interrupt from Luka 2K. Slight life lead for Luka 2K. Never mind, it's a big life lead. Mix-up time. 4 seconds left in the clock. And the backswing blow. Luka 2K eliminates Yozo, moving on in the tournament to fight Zato in the losers final. GG's to DNE VA Yozo. But this is where our journey will end. Your Clive's journey will end.
You have a coin?
Naman coin toss.
Okay.
Alright, Zato, the organizer, and actually the next opponent up on stage.
Ako ng heads.
Ay, mali. Wait lang, wait lang.
They're flipping the coin right now. You can hear it in the background.
Tails.
Ayaw, bigay! Bigay mo na para sa matatanda. Kamay na mo! Wala na akong nararamdaman.
I don't stop your, fire in the flames.
Tagal ng tinawag ko, so wala talaga ako. Bakit na walang toilet seat eh. Ayun ang nalaman ngayon. Walang toilet seat.
Alright, this is losers finals. Luka 2K eliminating Yozo from the tournament, but there's gonna be another monster right in front of him, one of his training partners. Luka 2K on the Azucena versus Zato on the Reina Mishima. We're going back to Yakushima. Not gonna be a lot of walls in play. Gonna be a lot of space for both of these players to be playing around with. Now Zato going for the backdash, gets the electric, but he's not gonna get the conversion. Back turn situation right now for Luka 2K and Zato, and he gets the guaranteed damage. Now makes up central. Oh, finishes the flash punch combo. Not gonna be a big launch for Luka 2K, but the mix-up is there. Look at the damage, all the true damage that one can ask for. Luka 2K gets the first round in his first game of the set. 1+2 finds its mark, big counter hit. Luka 2K going for the hard combo. And gonna opt for the damage. Not gonna be popping heat yet, and he's gonna get the slide. That forward 4, that homing mid, trying to keep Zato in check from doing anything too rash. No Reina shenanigans here. You better sit still, and Zato does not care. FF2 float. Okay, pops the heat burst. That's clean. Gonna go for the Oki. Has no wall to work with, and the Tidal kicks going in from cross country, trying to skip the neutral. Heat smash is activated, but no heat available anymore for Zato, running 3-2 and a DF1-4. Alright, the strings are coming out, but he's minus in that he's minus after that low, and Luka was so ready for that. Zato risked it all with that low, and it was not even enough. Luka 2-0 right now in rounds. Look at the way that Luka and Zato are approaching each other. Zato gets the read, gets the launch, and finally has the lead here. However, as we saw with Yozo, just like that in a blink of an eye, Luka 2K can just as easily delete that entire lead. Zato gets the damage in, and there it is. The combo that Luka was looking for. Like a thief in the night, but he drops the combo. Zato gets the perfect punish on the FF4, the Wahoo, as people would call it. And now the shenanigans are coming in. Heat smash is activated. Now it's gonna be plus frames. Zato mid to mid to mid, and the delayed timing. Luka 2K was on the ball again, and the guaranteed damage. First game goes to Luka 2K. Alright, we're going to the character select. We saw that Zato was using tried the Heihachi earlier against Sasuke, so maybe there is still potential for the Heihachi to come out here, or maybe not. We shall see. Game 2, we're in the Phoenix Gate. Zato fishing out with that credit card, and the electric wind Godfist finds its mark. Here we go through the skies and straight to the wall. Gets the Dragon's Breath. And Yoki, what's for breakfast? Gonna go for the grab and the interrupt. Luka 2K now in the back foot. And the counter hit, armoring through any retaliation that Zato has. Heat Burst is activated. Heat Burst Heat Smash is activated and the mid. Zato guesses wrong, gets the wall splat. Zato had such a massive life lead. Where did that all go? Luka 2K is on the offensive, controlling the situation now. And Zato is trying to go in with the risks. And the axe kick. Lightning from the skies to the ground. And from the ground to the skies, Zato clutches up the round and is now trying to recreate that success. But the down back, 1+2, going under. Anything Zato wants to do. We're gonna be getting the wall. Yes, we are. And the guaranteed damage mix up central. Luka 2K trying to go for the robbery that he's known for. Credit card swipe FF2. Zato, heat is activated and lots of HP recovered. Where are we going? Luka 2K as a Senna doing the backflips. Alright, good patience. Zato trying to keep him in check with the Tidal kicks again. But look at that, Luka 2K pushing him back to the wall. Trying to keep him in check, and a DF1 is exactly what Luka needs to keep Zato from winning that entire round. Now it's a bit slow again, and Zato gets a credit card swipe. The way that Zato is utilizing that mid, that FF2, that credit card swipe, it's just not what Luka wants. But the way he's answering with the situations that Zato is employing, going under everything he needs, counter hits, and the heat is activated. Look at the life lead on the side of Luka 2K. Heat smash, and we're back to the wall. Dragon's Breath is good, interrupts Luka 2K from doing anything, and then small check. Zato just needs one launch to get it all. 20 seconds left in the clock, gets the grab, and now it's the Yoki situation. And the timing from Luka 2K is immaculate. The slight delay, the slight timing shift. Luka 2K on the current lead. Credit card swipe, finds his mark in the back, swing blow. The textbook Luka 2K. The way, look at how Luka is playing with these strings. The way that he's trying to complicate the situation. Luka 2K gets the counter hit, and work where we are. The floor is lava, and boom, right back into the sky. Okizeme. Heat smash connects though. Zato cashes it out. Boosh. And the confidence from Luka to just interrupt there. Counter hit Zato. Exactly what he needs. Tying it up in rounds. Zato still has a chance to tie it up in the set. But with the way that Luka is playing, it's just so robbery. Zato finishes the string, and Luka gets the punish. He gets the mix-ups. And now more mix-ups. Luka 2K. Oh, okay, Zato going with a donkey kick, going under. Could have been a bigger problem if it was a counter hit, and here we are. Life is relatively equal, but Zato goes for the Hail Mary hop kick, the Filipino hop kick, but Luka was perfectly ready for that. He's seen that situation, he's seen that way too many times before. Okay, he armors through, heat versus activated, and look at the low parry. He gets the low parry, he gets the activation, but he's gonna jump the combo. DF1-2 connects, extra wind god kick to the skies. And the backswing blow. Luka 2K had so much reward, had so much value with that backswing blow before. And it doesn't pay off this time. Zato ties it up in the set 1-1. But it was a close scramble, if I do say so myself. Luka 2K was definitely just robbing and controlling the situation. And Zato just biding his time, finding the goal that he needs, and that's a big launcher just like that. Unfortunate drop. Armor through. Alright, Luka 2K going through the skies again. Nice punish by Luka 2K. But we're going through. Zato pops the heat. Pops the heat smash. Look at the wall situation. Luka 2K is just trying to get out of the wall situation. And he goes with the heat dash, keeping him away. And Zato just not content with that. He wants to push him back, but the life lead is in the favor of Luka 2K. DF1 for check. Keep it honest. Prevent Zato from doing anything too too remarkable. Zato on the back foot again after Luka popping the heat burst, and Zato answers with an electric, only for it to be whip punish. Here we go, straight to the wall. Slide drop and the axe kick. Unfortunate. Reina Mishima side wall access. Do you expect anything less until we see the preparedness, the readiness? Zato with the duck. Gets a tornado. And here we are. We're at the wall. No more heat available for Luka. Zato needs to cash out the mix-ups here. He needs to cash out the damage. And there it is. The damage has been dealt. DF1-2. Ties it up in rounds. It's such a back and forth game. Zato trying to fish for that electric, but it's not budging. This electric wind got fixed. Apparently it was the punch that was the issue. The kick was the answer. Now we're at the wall. Dragon's Breath is blocked. Luka 2K manages to get out of the wall, but the hop kick, option select, he goes under the high, interrupts Luka 2K from anything else, and the conversion combo exhibition. Zato making beautiful art in front of our eyes live here at Amanoma Esports Cafe, the Campus Collision tournament. Luka 2K just checking in with the mids, pushing him to the wall. The wall is broken here, folks. Gotta call the renovators for that one. Now the interrupt from Zato punches him out of the air. We're going to the other wall. Pap. Oh, he drops the combo, opting for Oki here. Axe kick is good, but a heat smash going under the jab. All right, Zato, good block on the low. Still has heat available. Still has rage available, and the armor and true Luka 2K, making this incredibly difficult to tell who is gonna win. Luka 2K goes for the grab. Not sure what Zato was gonna do in that situation, and with the backdash, Zato gets a small punish. And the strings are still showing. The strings are doing work. Zato gets the hop kick. I don't want to guess. Please, please, Luka 2K, stop letting me guess. The pressure is on the side of Zato, but we've seen this before. The chip damage is not looking good for Luka 2K until he gets all those damage in. Just chip him down. Just get the damage in. Zato trying to find his mark again. We're at the wall. 1-1-2. Mix up time and the 2 grab, no break. Luka 2K. But the L sweep is on the side axis. Both of these players were not ready for it. And Luka 2K salvages the situation. He went for the DF2, but a shy bit too far. It was such a scramble. Luka 2K gets 1 up over Zato. This is first to 3 again, ladies and gentlemen. So Luka 2K needs 1 more game. We are going descent into subconscious. Will this be the last that Zato sees of his visions? Will this be the last of the dreams that is Zato on the Reina Mishima? Nice duck, beautiful duck. Had the read, had the call out, and he's gonna cash it out. Gets the guaranteed damage. Yes, it is. We got heat activated, but he's gonna drop. Okay, he's opting for the Oki. And Luka 2K just going with the breakdance. Below the highs, below the mids, and the grab connects. Luka 2K with the advantage, pressing the offensive. Heat smash connects, cashing it out. Zato just wants to keep Luka in check. Credit card swipe, there we go. Nice break in the grab. Luka 2K with that grab. Follow up, and look at the pokes. Oh no, that is not what Zato wanted. Guaranteed damage. There's still a chance. And the tidal kicks. Getting the timing. Dancing to the air. Like the eagle, the hawk that she is. Goes under the highs. Zato is going in with the credit card. The FF2. And look at the mix-ups. Donkey kick again. Donkey kick is good. Here we are. Straight back in the wall. But he's not going to get the heat burst activated. Nice punish from Zato. He has heat activated. He's not going to cash out the tidal kicks just yet. 1-1-2. Heat smash. Big life lead right now for Zato. But we saw it here before. Could this be a deletion situation? And it's not gonna be. Zato seems like he has the reads now. He's gonna be cashing it out. The floor is purple. There's pretty much the floor is lava. And look at the setups that Luka 2K is employing. The wall situation is in favor for Luka 2K. Zato 1 HP left. Luka 2K gets the round. There's still a chance for Luka 2K to end this set here. But Zato is currently on the lead. Taido kicks, locking him down. And Sentai 4 goes over the down jab. DF2, Luka 2K is just checking him with that small mid, that teep kick. And the walls plow. Look at the damage. Look at the combos. Both of these players, such optimization in these combo routes. Zato gets the punish on the wall setting too. Luka 2K had the read, but a tad bit too slow. Axe kicks flying through the air. Nice punish on the fully crouched launcher. 18 seconds left of the clock. It could be anyone's game here. Just hop kick. Ooh, perfect patience. Luka 2K just checking in with a DF1-4. And Zato, 6 seconds left. He gets the 1-1-2 to connect. Hell sweep. 3 seconds left and the axe kick. Zato ties it up. 2-2. There's still a chance for Zato to survive this set. Awaiting whoever wins this is Zaski in the grand finals. And what better way for the journey to the here for the journey that is this tournament than Phoenix Gate. The F1-2 donkey kick. Zato is now employing the mids, trying to keep him in check again. Can't prevent Luka 2K from going under everything. And he just activated title kicks. And the low parry is beautiful. Zato gets the offensive started. Life lead and the heat low. One last hit. Heat smash is still available. He pops it immediately. And the back swing blow. And Zato survives this one. Zato armors through the down jab and the electric wind god kick again. And the guess is right. Ding, 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 ding. Luka 2K guesses right in the 50-50 and he's going to be rewarded with this wall splat. He's going to be rewarded with this pressure. And here we are. Big life lead right now for Luka 2K. Heat burst, activates. He gets the tornado. And look at the wall situation, and it's gonna be a slide drop. Zato still has a chance. Heat smash is activated. Luka 2K in the lead, but the block from Zato, the parry, dancing, weaving, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Luka 2K tying it up in rounds. Gets the mid. Now it's gonna be mix-up central from here, folks. Almost gets the wall splat. Now it's plus frames galore here. Down jab again. Luka 2K is so insistent on the down jab. Even though that Zato has been answering 1-2 perfect punish. Here we are at the wall. Here we are with the damage. And Wasari 3. Rage Heart connects. Okay. Zato gets the Rage Heart to connect. However, Luka 2K with the heat smash was aerial, so it's going to be a lot of minimal damage. It's still 59 damage, I would say that. But it's not looking good for Zato. He does not have reach anymore. He only has heat. Mix up time and armor. Luka 2K is on set point to move on in the tournament and eliminate Zato from losers. 1-1-2. We're underground. The floor is lava. It could blow up any second now. Armoring through. Luka 2K still insistent on the down jab and the sidestep. 3D game going around. Does this break the floor? No, it's not. Okay. Gonna be going for the grab, check the parry, check the armor, and hell sweep is good. Luka 2K with the offensive, and we're sliding around. And the sidestep Zato. This is not looking good for our Mishima. And floor is lava for sure, and Luka 2K gets the set over Zato.
May asim ba? May asim ba?
Tangina mo, old gen na mo nagago.
May asim ba yung ano, mga old gen? Old gen kasali sa campus.
Where there was 69 players in this tournament here at Amanoma Esports Cafe Campus Collision Tekken Tournament. After 69 people, we are now down to our final two. On winner's side, we have Zaski, and on loser's side, we have Luca 2K.
150 yung reg fee. May klase pa ba kayo?
Gusto natin. We wanna go home.
Paano yung price niya sa akin? Maintain natin.
Kasi kailangan natin, para ma-receive mo na, i-account mo kasi.
Kaka-champion lang ako yan. Tapos nalaban mo sa akin, walang laro.
Hayaan mo na, gipit kami. Grabe ka naman. Galing ng Pampanga yan?
Bigay yung mga new gen.
Hindi naman ako nung, hindi naman ako na.
Mga new gen na to eh.
New gen ako.
Oo nga, ito na yung new gen. Wala na ako eh. Tagal.
Lagyan mo yung mic dito. Mas makano rin.
Wala na.
Lagyan mo yung mic dito.
Kaka-champion mo lang ng bag, sigulol ka.
Hindi, joke lang.
Monitor mo lang.
Asan?
Sige, wala.
I'll be like, tama ka dyan.
Kasi hindi laro ng team battle. Pagkatapos ng boxing, hindi ako naglaro. Tapos sunod ko laro nun, yung team battle na natin.
Ang layo.
Tapos ngayon na lang ulit. Kanina lang ulit ako nakapag-Tekken. Pinagbibigyan na tayo mga matatanda dito eh.
You don't need a double. Do you need a double?
Masyado pa.
Okay na? Testing. Okay. Alright, welcome to the grand finals, everyone, ladies and gentlemen and gentlefolk. Zaski on the left side with the Zafina, and Luka 2K on the loser side. At the right side with the Azucena. Can the power of coffee beat the power of the demon? Zafina backing away and Luka 2K chasing him down. Zaski trying to go for the sidestep and the armor goes through. Life lead on the favor of Luka 2K. Gonna go for the claw. Zaski pops heat just to stabilize. And the power of the demon is right there in front of you. Trying to get the solution that he needs. And we're going to be going to the wall. Clean splat, equalizing the HP. 22 seconds left in the clock. It was not looking good for Zaski until we see that. The conversion from Luka 2K gets the heat burst, gets the heat smash. It's not going to be enough until the DF1-4 hits. Luka 2K gets the first round onto Zaski, and Zaski answering back with the heat engage, and then Luka 2K answers back, right back at you. Heat is activated for both players. A nice float from Luka 2K. We're going back to the wall. He tries to go for some optimal damage, but it's not gonna work out here. And the sidewalk into the punish. Alright, gets the mid and the heat smash connects. Luka 2K 2-0 right now on in this first game. Luka 2K just moving around Zaski Zafina, which is impressive to say the least. You would generally think that Zafina would be the one moving around this perfectly. And Luka 2K is just showing it up. Zaski big lead right now. The Anathema Claw, back 1+2, and Zaski on the board. He got the damage in, locking him down. Alright, nice punish on the side of Luka 2K. And Zaski is now taking the risk. He's gonna go low now. Look at the sidestep that Zaski has. Luka 2K is pushing him to the wall. A nice guess on the grab break. Slight lead right now for Luka 2K. He goes for the stance cancels and the jab is great. Zaski, heat activated. No more heat activated for Luka. The Scorpion Tail, the Scorpion Stinger. It's gonna find its poison into Luka 2K. Just as I say that, denying any hopes for a comeback 1-4. And look at the punish. Luka 2K was ready for that. Zaski trying to get the damage in, but Luka 2K finishes it out. First game goes to Luka 2K. You gotta remember, this is grand final, so it is first to 3. Luka 2K has to win the set, and he has to win it again, while Zaski only has to win the set once. We're going to the story stage, the main story. Nice interrupt in between the Azazel Blast. Luka 2K is in the offensive again. Look at the damage that Luka 2K has managed to put out. Armoring through Zaski. Wanted to get the interrupt, and the read was there. Luka 2K gets the first round in this set. Alright, tries to go play with the stance again, and Luka 2K is just flowing around. And here's a bear claw to your face. Zaski's trying to lock him down with these Anathema moves, these Azazel Claw moves, and Luka 2K is having none of that. FF1+2 just trying to get the plus frames in, interrupt. Here we are, where are we going? I did not know what was happening there, and the low parry from Luka 2K is exquisite. And the poking again. The timing shifts that Luka 2K is showing is really, really impressive. It's really keeping Zaski on his toes, making him wonder which one to do, where to do it. Luka 2K is just always in control of the situation. Zaski gets the guess on this 50-50. He gets the launcher, and here we are, the wall. And he gets the delay. Yep, perfect delay. And the mix-up is connecting the mids and the mid again. Zaski on the board again, but will that be enough for Zaski to equalize? Counter hit. Gets the Anathema stack over there. You see the purple orb? That is a lot of potential damage in play. Zaski activates the heat manually, and Luka 2K gets the activation himself. Nice punish on the down three. Now Luka 2K is in the back foot, blocking the pressure. Zasky trying to force the mix-ups now, gets all the lows. Luka 2K has heat still available, but not anymore. Locking him down. The Azazel Claw is keeping him still. Nice duck for Zasky. Luka 2K on the back foot, but the punish with the 1-1 stance mix-ups. 18 seconds left on the clock. Nice interrupt. Luka 2K in the lead, and he clutches that up. Luka 2K gets the second game. 2-0 over Zasky. Luka 2K. He's so ready for the hitbox shenanigans that Zafina has. You really gotta lab those situations. You really gotta know the situations for you to capitalize the proper way for your own character. And Luka 2K just has the best option for every situation. Look at that, ready for the punish. Slight lead right now for Luka 2K, and Zasky gets the float. Small damage, so it's still gonna be fine, and we're gonna get the splat. Zasky, great conversion, and here we are at the wall. Mix up again, gets the guaranteed damage. Anathema Claw cashes it out. Heat is still available for both players, and Zasky is gonna be the first one to pop it. Gets the heat engage, and Luka 2K wants to get that engage himself. Zasky gets the first round in this game, which is our first. Luka 2K is usually the one dominating the performance in every round or every game. And Zasky is now having the situations that he wants. Knocking him down, no punish in the armor. We usually see Luka 2K on the ball, so sharp as ever to punish those, but it just wasn't there. Zasky, no more heat available, but the wall positioning is in the favor of Zasky. Down forward, 3-1, here we are, back to the wall. Gets the hit grab, back 1-2. All right, Zasky in the lead in this third game. Nice backdash on the orbital. Luka 2K trying to salvage the problem that is Zasky, but Zasky was so ready for that. Goes mid again, and the Anathema Claw is locking him down. We're gonna cash it out. The chip damage is in favor of Zasky. Back one and heat smash. Eat this tornado, the cyclone that is Zasky Zafina. Scorpion tail stinger. And he goes on there, the forward 4 mix up. Zasky on the board. 1-2-2. Seems like Zasky has the answers now. Or maybe not just yet. There's still a chance. Luka 2K is on set game all the time from here on out. Bear hug 1+2. Zasky gets the counter hit. And we're at the wall. DF1, 2-1. Mix up time. Nice punish from Luka 2K. Now the mix up is going to be starting. The stances, the cancels. Zasky pops the heat again. He's making sure that Luka 2K is not going to have any chance to retaliate. But the way that Luka 2K is placing these heat bursts, he manages to get out the mix-ups that Zasky wants to give. And the combo connects Zasky on the board. 1-0 on this fourth game. DF1 checks and Luka 2K, perfect low parry, just as always. Here we are at the wall, in the corner, and Zasky disrespecting the entire mix-up altogether. Heat is activated. Look at the duck while standing. 1-2. Zasky ready for the string awareness. He gets the strong aerial tailspin, and here we are at the wall. The damage has been dealt. Heat is activated. The heat dash is activated. 2-0 in this fourth game. Zasky has the download completed. The machine, the computer, calculated, cold, directive. Zasky now he's eating the chunky mids. Luka 2K has the momentum. He has the ball. He has the mic. Nice block from Luka 2K. It seems like he's reacting to that low. I genuinely can't tell. Zasky pops the heat burst into the heat smash just to make sure that Luka has the respect. Back one. Here we are. keep him in check. Nice punish on the down three again. Once again, Luka 2K ready for these mix-ups, ready for these lows. And Zaski, early heat engager again. Backswing blow denied. Anathema claw. So much damage. The lockdown. Luka 2K is just trying to find the room to breathe. And Zaski gets the 7 golden letters, tying up the set in 2-2. Potential set win for Zaski. Potential set reset for Luka 2K. This is winners for Zaski and losers for Luka 2K. So there's still a chance. It's do or die here from here on out. Good patience from Zaski. The backswing blow is denied once again. Back 1+2. The spirit of Azazel is within me. Zaski gets the wall splat, the damage again. Heat smash activated. Anathema claw available. Luka 2K with a slide duck. Zaski, such demanding force with these claws. Scorpion tail stinger. We're at the wall. 3. The mantis, the scarecrow, the assassin, Zafina. Zaski is going in. He's going all in. The wall splat. Zaski on set point. After a massive game for Luka 2K, Zaski just has it all from here on out. Armor is true. Here we are, just fishing for the neutral. For once we were in the mid-range and now we're back to the same wall. Zaski is cashing out the mids. Back 1+2 finds its mark. Big life lead, but the armor is denied. Break the neck, and here we are in the slide mix-up. Zaski is... Zaski is... Zaski is your campus collision champion. Beautiful showing from Luka 2K and Zaski. Luka 2K getting second place and Zaski gets first game. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this campus collision tournament, this top 4. If there's more if you guys are always interested in tournaments like these, make sure you check out the Amanoma Esports Cafe. They do these tournaments regularly, even weekly even. So stay tuned for any more bigger tournaments or join the messenger for those weekly tournaments. They're just amazing. So I have been your caster for today's tournament and today's evening top 4. I am Orca NF4 Unica UN1QA. Follow me on my Facebook page, on Twitter at Unica2K, facebook.com/UnicaTK. Hello chat. I am now on the screen. So ayun. Congrats again to Zaski, congrats again to Luka, congrats again to Zato and Yozo for making this far in the tournament. And thank you everyone for tuning in to the Amanoma Esports Cafe Campus Collision Tournament. Bye guys! Woohoo!